Oh, you can't see it on your end. This is great.
Why can't I see it on my end?
Because it's on YouTube. Wow, we're on YouTube. Griffey got scratched, of course.
Scratch what?
My back.
Wait. We're live right now.
Yep.
No intro, no nothing. You just started the whole thing just running just like
How
that.
are we gonna get this thing going?
So I'm waiting for it to go, bro. Put it on. Let's see the DUNE video. That's what we're talking about. Let's do the trailer. Let it go.
Hopefully this thing works.
Once again, you're using the brother as a guinea pig.
Intro.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Spinner Rack. Today I'm here with my boy PD. You know, today we're going to be looking at the DUNE trailer, our reaction. Play it, selector.
I can't with you when you start doing that nonsense.
What? I mean, what? When we call you play it, BJ. That's spinning.
I'm gone.
It's spinning.
Stop it. Forgot how to do it.
Oh, you forgot how you do it, huh?
Got it?
I'm gonna have to take away your title of selector. You're gonna have to just be VJ or something like that.
This is gonna be snags. I just have to remember how I did that.
So before we go live, probably we should.
You're live.
Before we go live, probably we should definitely do the snagging, figuring out the snagging first.
Nope.
Yep.
Going for it.
You in this live business, bro. Then go for it.
Ready? Set.
All right, DUNE. Warner Brothers is doing it.
Can't hear anything.
Legendary Pictures, huh?
I can't hear nothing.
There goes Paul Atreides, also known as Muad'Dib. Oh, Zendaya.
Can you hear anything?
I'm focusing on the video, bro. That must be DUNE. The world of DUNE. They go Paul.
You already know. You read the book?
Yes, I've read the book.
Oh,
several of the books.
Some of them.
Yeah. Not all of them. There's a lot of books. Oh, that's got to be the Reverend Mother when they're doing the test to see whether he's human or not. If you're human, if you're an animal, you'll cut your hand off. Oh wow! You saw the first. You saw the first movie.
No, I didn't see it. It got 20 bad reviews. So you kind of.
Oh, that was cool. So they did a whole new shield. I thought, hey, you know, whatever they make, people make this the first movie is. I thought there were some elements that were pretty good, and the very fact that they're able to do it, I am like, yo, it didn't bring everything, it didn't do everything, but I thought it was very interesting in and of itself. Did I just see Jason Momoa?
No, it wasn't no Jason Momoa.
Oh, I think it was.
Well, there he is.
With Aquaman himself in full flesh, hotness, beating everybody down.
He said hotness?
Hotness, bro. The girls are going to come to the movie alone for him.
Oh, brother.
Paul Zendaya. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. I've heard there's been a lot of things. Jason Momoa again.
What about Rebecca Ferguson?
I didn't see Rebecca. Is she there?
Yeah, Rebecca.
Wait. That's the dude from the Jason Momoa, Zendaya. You have this new kid named Timothy. He's the guy playing the lead character.
Wow.
He's pledging allegiance, clearly.
Look at the part where he says, I will kill him.
I know. It looks good. I mean, I gotta say, am I gonna watch this movie? Heck yeah! I've watched the movie. I think that I read the book. I have watched the miniseries, which I liked. A lot of people down the miniseries, a lot of people down the books, but I liked all different versions of them so far. You know, some of them are more authentic to the show, and this is very interesting. I think it looked pretty good. I gotta say, I'm very surprised. You know, but the problem that has always been with Dune is that Dune is really more of a miniseries, and I thought the miniseries captured a lot of that. Whereas here, you know, it's supposed to be a movie, and I'm not sure whether or not this whole movie is going to is going to be long enough to capture everything. And look, you're not going to capture everything. Let's just get it out the box. We know that, they know that, but you know, I think I heard someone said it's supposed to be a two-parter. If it's a two-parter, then I think
Oh,
they got
yeah.
it right.
There you go.
You know, if they got a two-parter, then that's it. But the question is, how long is those two parts going to be? Is it going to be 2 4 hour movies, 2.5 hour movies? There's a lot. There's a lot in these books, you know. And it's here. I'm looking. I saw some action scenes which look like very good, and especially when you have Jason Momoa in there kicking butt, it's definitely going to be people going to be like, "Yo, that's it. Let's bring it on." But
Wow.
in terms of
It's missing something though. Let me just want to chime in my little bit because the trailer looks good. I would say it's missing Jennifer Beals.
yeah, it's definitely missing Jennifer Beals. I mean, they're giving Zendaya that ethereal look. She's not active in whatever she's done, and the same thing they had with Jennifer Beals when they were doing the movie. I think that though we don't know enough about them, we're not seeing enough to see what's happening and what type of changes they're doing. You know, one of the things that Frank Herbert, when he wrote his book, is that this was much more of a philosophical exercise that he went through a lot. He didn't really go into all the action battles, and that's one of the problems I think Dune has been played with. Is like how it's a great space epic, but how do you show all these battles and wars, which he never really goes into depth into. He talks about it, it happens, you know what I'm trying to say, or it's happening, but he's not going in depth with all these things. He's more concerned with what's going on, the general politics, which is great. He's going on with the philosophies that these people are dealing with. He's going on with what's going to happen in history in the future, you know, what happened. So these are some of the big issues that have to be dealt with. And a lot of people just looking to just start glazing over like, whoa, that's too much. But it's a powerful show. I mean, when this movie came out, the book came out back in 1960s, right? And it's endured to this day that people have been trying to do a successful adaptation of it. You know, Star Wars came out. I mean, I think they read this book before. Star Wars and Star Trek, they've all been influenced by this guy. And
Well, that's when I'll just chime in again. Is that one of the things was that this is sort of felt like it was real science fiction, where Star Wars was science fantasy, bringing a lot of elements and even westerns in them. But the thing is, when it didn't translate, it was like the audience was like, never again. Never try to trick us into saying that this is the smarter version of something. And they can really, I guess they've helped. But I forgot about the miniseries, you know, and it felt like they would be able to cover it in the mini. And then, of course, that's totally forgotten. Thankfully, one person remembered.
Well, no, you know, I watched this guy on YouTube, and we got to give him shout out. His name is Quinn. I think it's Ice and Fire YouTube channel, and you know, he does great episodes on Dune, and of course I started watching him because of Ice and Fire, which is Game of Thrones. So I mean, he has some pretty impressive stuff that he does, and he's really gone down the line where he's broken up the characters. He's read all the books, and of course he's probably on top of this trailer too. You know, knowing this guy, but I would say, yeah. I mean, this is very interesting. You know me, in most of our reviews, I'm always down to just, hey, let me see what they're going to have and stuff like that. I feel positive about the movie. Looking at the trailer, I mean, this is something that's been a long time coming and stuff like that. But I also feel like, wow, I'm just not feeling the what was the name of the main character, that main actor? He was in Twin Peaks.
Oh, him? You didn't like him? Was it Timothy Hutton?
No, not Timothy Hutton. The Kyle something. Kyle.
In
I
Twin
forget.
Peaks?
In Twin Peaks, he was in Dune, right? He was the main character in Dune, and then he also showed up in in this. It was a David Lynch movie. That's what it was. The 1984 David Lynch movie. I think the actor who was in it was, damn, I cannot believe the guy's name. I don't recall his name. The actor, his name was, I'll tell you right now, his
McLaughlin.
Kyle MacLachlan. Is it Kyle MacLachlan?
Oh my gosh, I can't wish you anymore.
David Lynch. I don't know. Probably you're right. Probably Kyle MacLachlan. Yeah, Kyle MacLachlan. Sorry about that, Petey. But you know,
that's what he does. No matter what I say, he said, what? That this guy here?
Yeah, that's the dude. So you know, he was the guy.
And, you know what? No, I say no. This is you. It's like I present you with a fact. You're like, no. I know. I gotta
shoot me down, bro. But you know, he had to me a little bit more of a presence. This guy here in this current movie, and I'm not knocking him. Haven't seen enough to say, hey, he's bad, he's not good, or whatever. But the main actor here, I'm just not feeling like, you know, he's destined to be, you know, the Kwisatz Haderach, you know, the guy who has all the power, Muad'Dib, you know, so far. But I mean, of course, he grows into his power. Mm-hmm. We always have to remember in the movie, the books, he's not necessarily the center of the of what happens. Mm-hmm. He helps to cause a lot of the chaos that occurs. He allows to cause a lot of the chaos that occurs. He could have stopped it. He could have changed different things, but he chose not to. Whereas in the book, in the movie, he's our main protagonist. This is like if Luke Skywalker, you know, decided that, you know, hey, he's going to reach for the Imperial throne and be the Emperor himself. That's what Paul Muad'Dib does. That's what Atreides does. And the reaction to that is like, whoa, what happens to the world? You know, it's a very interesting thing. Also, you have the fact that Dune, you have, you know, he's putting in that the freemen who are supposedly he uses like the Bedouin from the Arabian Peninsula, from you know the nomads and stuff like that. He uses that whole desert scene, and he brings in that type of culture. It's just absolutely fantastic. The very fact that their skin suits, you know, also control the water, how much they can have, and you perspire, you use the bathroom, off the chain. So Frank Herbert had like a lot of ideas, and he was thinking about, you know, how do you travel space? How to use this spice? How does this spice do all these things? How do these people connect with one another? You have the witches, the Bene Gesserits. So sorry, I'm getting out of hand, but
no, this is what we need. We need these things. We need all of that.
But in terms,
here's my charts and graphs. Here's all the books I have on Dune.
But in terms of this particular the commercial we seen, first of all, we don't see a date, so I don't know when it's coming out. I assume it's coming out in December or early next year, so we're not sure when that is. Number two, how long the movie's going to be. Number three,
it's going to be mad long, unless they see parts.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't want to sit in a theater for 3 hours personally, but then again, do you do the movie justice without, you know, really delving into some of the big things? You know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening in Dune, you know, that happened in the book that, you know, it's never really captured in some of the other films. And I totally understand. Like I said, people want to go into a film, they say it's Dune, they want to see that big battle scene on Arrakis, you know, between when the Freemen come and take over the I mean, it's not a spoiler alert because it happened in the book that was written, what, 1960? What?
All right, now we gotta say something for the people. Like you just like, I gotta give it all away, and then this guy, and then this one, they get into a big brawl.
Okay.
In the work.
But long story short, yeah, I think that I'm interested in watching and see what's going to happen. I think it's going to be different for the other incarnations of it, but let's give it a shot. Hey, I'm looking at some of the names on this stuff. They got. That guy, Timothy, is the dude who's going to be the Paul Atreides. That's the guy who we see getting stuck in his neck. Rebecca Ferguson, I think that's his mother, right? Oscar Isaac, that's his father in the film. Josh Brolin, I'm not sure what he's doing there.
Rebecca,
Dave Bautista
playing someone's mother already. Lord, she's they didn't give her any shelf life.
Dave Bautista, he's the guy who's all bald. You know what I'm trying to say? In the film, he's the main. He's the big bad, you know, but he's also, you know, I don't want to go into detail about who he is in the movie, but that is pretty interesting. He's
huh?
You're
Jazz.
I'm jazz. You know what? Yeah, guess what? I am jazz. I'm not singing the whole thing with Timothy, but you know what? I'm saying I'm glad they're finally doing some of the stuff. They got some big names in here. But damn, why did it have to come out during COVID? You know what I'm trying to say? Is I don't want this to sink. I don't want it to sink like how Tennis sunk. I don't want it to sink like how, hopefully Wonder Woman doesn't sink. Hopefully that, Bond doesn't sink. You know what? This is my fear. Great films coming out that should have done very well. Hell, Mulan too should have done very well. But because of COVID, these things are going to not do as well as it possibly could. But hey, I want to go out there. I want to enjoy myself. I want to see the film, and it looks really good. It looks really good.
All right.
Wait. Hold on. I did see a release date, December 18th. Whoa.
Well,
So yeah, I guess hopefully by then COVID is under control, or we can buy it on video on demand.
maybe so. All right. Spin a rack.
So that's a wrap. Go out there and check it out. Support it. We want to see it. Spin a rack.
Out.
Thank you very much. Now, Selector, what else are we going to play?
Hold on. Let me stop this one.